Yo, 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 it's D.Arthur in the building. I'm talking to you guys today about unlocking social skill benefits on semen retention. When you go on semen retention, when you go on NoFap, you're going to have better social skills because you're not afraid of the moment. This is the bottom line. You are not afraid of the moment. Someone looks at you and they have deep eye contact with you. You are not afraid. You are not afraid to keep looking at them. You no longer look away first. You have that deep in you. You have that in you now. This is a very big thing. A very big thing, especially when it comes to social interaction, dominant social hierarchy, blah, 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 woman attraction. You have to be okay with silence. And when you go on NoFap, you're okay with this because you have more testosterone. You have the ability to look at someone for an extended period of time and not have to feel shy or anything because you're masculine. Masculine men do this. They can look at someone deep in their eyes for a long period of time and not be scared. It comes down to who has a bigger nutsack, who has a more swollen nutsack when you're able to do this. This is how people try to test your grit sometimes. They try to out alpha you based off eye contact, looking deep into your soul. So this is usually what happens. When you go on semen retention, when you go on NoFap, you're going to have more social skills. And it's not really more, it's less social anxiety and just more okay with the moment. More okay with the moment. Bottom line is you're okay with silence. You're okay with speaking to people. You're okay with feeling comfortable. You're feeling comfortable with yourself. You're feeling more comfortable with yourself when you go on NoFap. So now this feeling that you have inside you is going to demonstrate itself with other people. You're going to feel fine as well too. You're going to feel comfortable interacting with others as well too. Now, some people are obviously more extroverted than other people, but if you're more of an introvert and you're on NoFap, it's going to be a little bit better for you because even though you might be a little bit more introverted, you're still okay with interaction. You're still okay. The bottom line is if you fap recently and then you're in social situations, you might come across as awkward. You can't really never go slow things down and even come across as seductive. You can't. You're too afraid of the moment. Some of these things happen. So you have to work on your masculinity. You have to be able to look someone in the eye when you're speaking to them. Turn slowly. High status behaviors is you turn slowly, you speak slowly, you're in the moment, you let people understand exactly what you're saying. You make yourself understand. You make yourself known. You make yourself seen, and you're understanding. You come across as someone who's understanding, who people can easily understand. You're talking slowly. You're talking clearly. You're not fidgety. You're just there, present in the moment. It's definitely going to improve your social skills because of the feeling, especially when it comes to woman attraction. Women usually are more attracted, are emotional beings. So if you can look at, have good eye contact, speak to her slowly, enunciate, and just be comfortable with yourself. This pays dividends. This is all a subconscious game. Subconscious body behavior, subconscious tonality, subconscious comfortability. How comfortable are you in the present moment? When you fap recently, you're not going to be as smooth. You're just going to be, because you know that deep down, you know what you did. So now you're a little bit scared of the moment. When you've been retaining, you've been consistently putting work in your life, you're not going to be afraid of the moment. You can talk to anybody. You don't have anything to hide. The bottom line is when you fap, you come across as something you have something to hide. I know guys who fap, and you can tell based off their demeanor that they're low energy, their lack of enthusiasm, their submission, especially when it comes to the moment, especially when it comes to self-improvement, personal development, entrepreneur ventures, they're just afraid of the moment. They're scared. They have not done that deep inner work that is needed to do significant things. They're okay with surface level life, not really deep intentional life things. They're okay with just surface level things because they haven't done the inner deep work to really go deep and figure out things in a deep level. They're okay with living a shallow life. If you're okay with living a shallow life, continue to be distracted. Continue to be distracted. You're going to have a shallow life. It's okay to have that. But if you want more of a meaning, fulfilled, deep sense of purpose type of life, you're going to have to meditate, and you're going to have to be okay with the present moment. You're going to have to be okay. Realize that things are always working out in your favor. The universal energies are working out in your favor. The Most High is working in your favor, especially if you have intention of things. The social skills is going to be better because you're feeling good about yourself. The better you feel about yourself in the moment, the more you can demonstrate this feel-good energy to other people based off how you take things slow, how comfortable you are in the present moment, especially when it comes to eye contact and speaking to people. You're okay with physical touch. You're okay with banter. You're okay with being playful. And she is definitely going to feel this on a subconscious level. She's going to like you more if you can take it slow. I know guys who, they can't even look at someone in the eye for an extended period of time. They're fidgety. They have low status body language, and this holds dividends. She's gonna, if you're talking to her, if you're talking about woman attraction, she's definitely gonna notice this, that you're being nervous, and she's gonna write you off. If you've had recently and you're on a one-on-one date with a woman, she's gonna feel some of this, because women are taking everything into account: how you're acting, how you're feeling, how nervous you are. They're taking all this into account, how much mistakes you make. This is what's happening when you decide to fap. When you're on PMO, you're actually giving up, you're exchanging your soul for some momentary pleasure. You have to realize this. If you really want to get ahead in life, you can't be continuously doing this because you're paying with your soul. You're paying with your personality. After you fap, lack personality, you're too afraid. You're too afraid. Like, there's a time, if you fap, usually, and you're coming across woman attraction, the woman attraction just may not be there as much. But if you've been retaining for a while, you can definitely see there's a little bit more attraction. You can just sense it. All this is subconscious. The difference is night and day. The difference is night and day, like someone said in the comments, between fapping and going on and retaining. The difference is night and day. Which side of the spectrum do you want to be on? You're gonna have better social skills. Women are gonna feel you subconsciously. They're going to like you more. It's easier. We have pathetic dudes trying to justify fapping. It's not that bad. Oh, it's normal. It's okay if you do it once in a while. These are some of the things they say to justify their lack of real woman getting reality. These are some of the things that they say. Some of the things that they say. You gotta realize, usually what people say is them trying to justify their reality. If you're not okay with how they're living their life, then take some of their words. If you wouldn't trade places with them, take some of their words with a grain of salt, because people love to justify their reality. They have to justify their reality. That's the only way they can remain sane. If they're not justifying their reality, then that means that they're not taking any accountability. If they're not justifying their reality, that means that they are not taking any accountability. You have to realize that people are going to justify the way they're living their life. And if they justify the way they're living their life, that means they're not taking any accountability. But if they don't justify if they don't justify their life, then they have to take some accountability, because they're probably not satisfied with where they are at, if that makes sense. So retention will make you a little bit more okay with the present moment. It will be you will be a little bit more, masculine in the moment when you can demonstrate this, how good you feel about yourself through social body language and feeling enthusiastic. With that being said, if you're a guy and you want to live a more motivated, fulfilled life where you have this deep sense of meaning that I was previously talking about, you want to get things done and you want to improve, upgrade your life, there's this thing called the high value blueprint that you can click on the description down below and go check out. It is a one-on-one coaching program custom to your individual needs. I'm already working with a few guys recently, and the transformation is coming soon. So check that down below. We'll see you in the next one.